Yes, good afternoon, everyone. Hope you are all safe and fine. And this is another lecture with our business school global lecture series. After a few months, we have two guests. And this time in this global lecture series session, so we are going to have our participants not online, but in person. So we have two guests from Romania. So it's a great pleasure to have them with us. So we have two speakers, two guests with these global lecture series session. So for the first session, we are going to have Ana Ispas from the University of Transilvania, Romania. And the title of her topic is The Necessity of a Marketing Approach in the Development of Ecological and Sustainable Tourism Destinations. And when we are talking about tourism, so it's also a very attractive topic for the Turkish scholars and Turkish people. So we are looking forward to hearing the details. And after Ana's presentation, we are going to have Silvia Sumedrea, and she's going to have another interesting topic with us. She's going to share another interesting topic with us. So the title of her speech is Management for Industry 4.0, the impact of digital. Always I am having that problem. So there is, yes, because digitalization is much easier, but when it comes to digital, so it's a problem. And yes, something, and organizational performances and sustainable development. So both of the topics are directly linked with sustainability approach. And this is actually some interesting topic because in our faculty we have that kind of curriculum. Just we are trying to underline, emphasize the importance of sustainable development goals, and we have some researchers, some faculty members who are really interested in sustainability as well. So this is why I'm really looking forward to hearing the details. So first of all, I would like to thank you again. And Ana, the floor is yours. And thank you again for your presentation. So please introduce yourself, and then we are going to have some questions after your presentation. Let me share your presentation. And then, yes. No, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. This. Yes. Okay, the floor is yours. Good luck.
Hello, my name is Ana Ispas. I am a professor at the Transilvania University of Romania. I have enormous emotions because I am for the first time in Istanbul and in online registration. I have prepared a pretty lengthy presentation, but I want to present you something for the first time about my university, about our faculty, and a little bit about Brasov, the city of Brasov, and also the county of Brasov. I will present to you some good sustainable practices in county of Brasov, and the last presentation is a theoretical presentation about marketing for ecological and sustainable destination. So I don't know. Enter? No.
Good work. Just scroll down. Scroll down, it will be much better. Yes,
Yes.
yours is PDF.
Yes, PDF.
Yes,
You should scroll down.
yes, scroll down.
I tried, but I don't.
Maybe.
Let me help you.
Will help.
Yes, when you have this click and then scroll down. No, you can scroll down by
Yes.
with the, yes.
Yes, thank you very much. So,
Oh,
the Transilvania University is the largest university in central Romania. It is a public university that was established 75 years ago. And in this slide, you can see a little map of Europe, where Romania is highlighted in gray, and in the middle of the country, a little square marks our university. Transylvania University is a comprehensive university, meaning that its faculties cover a wide array of topics, from engineering to medicine to sports to music. We have more than 20,000 students and 1,300 staff members. Our 18 faculties offer 100 bachelor's degree programs, 79 master degree programs, and 18 fields of doctoral studies. The Faculty of Economic Sciences and Business Administrations has the largest number of students among all faculties, 2,800 students. The faculty was established 33 years ago and has 3 departments. My colleague Silvia belongs to the Department of Management and Economic Informatics, and I belong at the Department of Marketing, Tourist Services and International Relations. Our faculty offer 14 bachelor's degree programs, 9 master's degree programs, and 2 PhD programs in marketing and finance PhD programs. A little bit about Brasov. Brasov is the capital of Brasov, the city of Brasov is the capital of Brasov County, is a multi-ethnic and multicultural city, is the most important tourist city in Romania after the capital, Bucharest, by number of tourists. Brasov has many attractions, but the most important tourist attraction are natural protected areas and historical sites left behind by the multicultural inhabitants that have lived here throughout the centuries. I want to present you a little video made by Charlie Oatley. I don't know if you know this name. Charlie Oatley is a British journalist, TV presenter, and filmmaker. He gained fame by creating travel documentaries like Wild Carpathia, Flavors of Romania, and others about Romania's natural landscapes. Acknowledging his efforts in promoting culture and tourism, the Romanian government honored him with the Cultural Merit Order in 2021. So I try to present you is only 1 minute video. Sorry. I back to my presentation, and I want to continue with the presentation of 4 good practices that I participate in as a part of a project in 2019. There are the 4 good practices are examples of sustainable initiative, private or public, in the county of Brasov. The first is an eco-touristic trail network in Poarta Carpaților. Here are many information about this practice, but I want to present you a short description. This practice aims to create prerequisite for ecotouristic development as an essential factor in preserving the agro-pastoral landscape and the biodiversity by implementing a network of eco-trails. For this good practices, I want to show you also a video, a short video, one minute. This is the eco marathon in Moeciu de Sus village in Brasov County, near the Dracula Castle. Maybe you know this famous castle in Romania. The second practice is thematic trails within Piatra Craiului National Park. This practice acts as a tool for the information and awareness regarding the natural values of Piatra Craiului National Park. There is also a video for this practice. You can see many about the landscape. Ah, no. Do you like this music? It was traditional music, folk music, performed by Anna. What can I? Okay. So, good practice number 3, connecting trails between historical center and Râșnov Citadel, is a project about a new elevator using EU structural funds aimed at easing the accessibility of tourists to the Râșnov fortress and developing new opportunities for local entrepreneurs. This is a long video, but I can stop the video when it's 2 minutes. I want to show you only the elevator and a little bit about Râșnov from this video.
Yes. There is a small cabin, 2 windows.
It's enough. For people with disabilities is a solution to go the last practice. The network of hiking and biking trails in Transylvanian highlands is a huge surface with more than 100 villages with 45 churches, and this practice, a private initiative, was in charge with developing an extensive network of hiking and biking trails to connect the villages with the 45 churches, the main attraction of the Transylvanian Highlands destination. I want to show you also this video, and I promise you that is the last video. Thank you very much. Okay, I have finished my video and practical part of my presentation, and I will back to the theoretical part. I want to present you some definition about sustainable development, a process to meet the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. I included only one definition about sustainable tourism, tourism that takes full account of its current and future economic, social, and environmental impacts, addressing the needs of visitors, the industry, the environment, and host communities. I make this short introduction for the next presentation concerning the ecotourism in Romania and a definition about ecotourism: responsible travel to natural areas that conserves the environment and improves the well-being of local people. Ecotourism must have a low impact upon protected areas' natural resources, respect local culture and tradition, involve all stakeholders, individual communities, ecotourists, in the planning, development, implementation, and monitoring phases. Ecotourism must also generate sustainable and equitable income for local communities, as for as many other stakeholders as possible, generate income for protected area conservation, and educate all stakeholders about their role in conservation. I want to show you some photo and arguments for pro-ecotourism in Romania. The existence of wild habitats not affected by human activity, lots of plants and animal species unique in Europe, the existence of the legal environment which allows the boarding of natural protected areas. Here are some photos concerning the activities that can be made in the context of ecotourism, equestrian tourism, bird watching, also cultural tour. This is the Viskri Citadel, where the king of United Kingdom has some houses. Yes, water activities, photo tours, winter activities. So the necessity of ecotourism in Romania is justified by the biodiversity that was under serious threat from unsustainable exploitation, pollution, and land use changes. For many biodiversity hotspots in Romania, well-managed ecotourism program can help to convince communities to realize that ecotourism can also serve as a boost for the local community until legal protection is recognized or enforced. Ecotourism in Romania, direct funding towards nature conservation projects and protected areas, developing alternative sources of income for local communities in natural areas, promotion of the best environmental practices for tour operator and guest houses, and increasing the awareness of local people and tourists towards nature conservation. And in 2003 was established an Association of Ecotourism in Romania, AER, is a partnership among private sector businesses, tour operator, guest houses, and organizations acting in nature conservation. The Association of Ecotourism in Romania has achieved this partnership and make many activities. I want to present you some of them. Promotion of ecotourism activities, programs, and accommodation offered by AER members, press trips for the international media, participation in international travel shows to promote Romania as an ecotourist destination, press campaign in the national media on ecotourist development in Romania, participation in national travel shows, development of tourist products such as team pet, trails, interpretation, and visitor center. As you can see in this map, the ecotourist destinations are distributed over the entire surface of our country. And the last part of my presentation, because the marketing of ecotourist destination requires many activities, I want to present you only the interpretation technique. What is the interpretation? Interpretation is a learning activity that communicates the stories and ideas behind the heritage and provokes the audience to think for themselves, coming to their own understanding about what its subject means to them. A well-planned interpretation welcomes modern visitors into the rich heritage of a natural site and helps them appreciate its treasures. Also creates the active, engaged, and authentic interaction of consumers with ecotourism sites, makes the experience of being there richer and more relevant, engages visitors in activities and gives information that provokes their emotion, imagination, and understanding. There are many types of interpretation, but here I want to show you and explain a little bit the thematic interpretation. Thematic interpretation is when information presented is all related to a key idea and gives a central message. This type of presentation is easier to follow and people find it more meaningful than non-thematic presentation. Thematic interpretation should express by the theme a major idea. Yes, we really mean only one idea. It's not good when we try to explain all the details of the site. Remember, visitors aren't here to study. Visitors are here to have a rest and to see something interesting. The interpreted site must captivate the visitor through some special idea or unusual point of view of something. I want to explain by an example. On a meadow full of flowers, we don't speak about the richness of species, we don't emphasize various families of plants, and neither do we speak about the maintenance of this meadow. We can focus our interpretation on the fact that different plants use different strategies for pollinating. A fight for the survival of plants on the mountain top could be another theme. It will certainly captivate the visitors when we compare our oak against the wind that exhausts us to the life condition that these plants face every day. Then the visitors will notice and remember why the plants on the mountain top don't grow very tall. Well, our interpretation is successful when our visitors remember that each flower uses another strategy for pollinating and why mountain top plants grow short. Less means more. That's the way it is in interpretation. And I want to show you some photo about the panel for interpretation, the meadow in the natural, in the Retezat National Park is a nature trail. We have here a map for the thematic trail. Here the same. Here are junior rangers in the Retezat National Park. Here are forest stories in Jiului Defile National Park. And these are the educational thematic trail and the story, the square house, the meadow, and in another national park, Kalimani National Park, the interpretative panel From Seed to Old Forest, the Milk Road, or the trekking forest animals, and also nature skilled sculpture. And this was my presentation. I finished here. Thank you very much for your attention.
I will take care of it.
Thank you.
Yes. So this is the end of the session 1, and I would like to thank Professor Anna for her interesting presentation. We had a chance to see some interesting videos of Romania and Marisho. Thank you so much. And now it's time to run into the second session that Professor Silvia will present her work. And she's going to share her presentation with us. So let me share the screen. Sorry? Yes. Yes. Professor Silvia, the floor is yours, and good luck.
So, thank you people for inviting me here today. It's a pleasure for me to be here in Altınbaş University. It's for me the first time in Turkey. I may say that Istanbul, it's a city of multiple colors, languages, images, sights, a very spectacular city, and I'm very glad to be here. So today I intend to present you a small part of my habilitation thesis that was related to this theme, Management for Industry 4.0, the impact of digitalization on organizational performances and sustainable development. And I hope that this presentation will work in PPT. Okay, so I have something red here. It disappeared. Okay. So in order to put you into this theme, let me introduce you and recall the challenges that we all faced during the beginning of the 20th century, beginning with the dot-com crisis, then the financial crisis, more recent, the sanitary crisis, and now the political crisis that began in 2020. All crises are periods of grief and sorrow, but also they are bringing with them huge opportunities. Remember that during 2008 crisis, the banks were reluctant to offer credits. Then new organizations arrived and they offer credits for small entrepreneurs. There are electronic platforms that allow crowdfunding for companies, and since then we are using their products and we can enjoy developing a business with the help of other small creditors. Sanitary crisis brought other challenges and other opportunities. Remember, we all have to wash our hands and wear masks and stay online and discuss with our students online. And it was a huge challenge for us. I don't know what was the situation in Turkey, but yes, in the beginning it was very frustrating. Staying behind a screen and imagining that behind that screen your students are listening to you and are taking notes and are paying attention to what you are telling them. So it's a time for disruptive innovations this time. And we are living interesting times these days. You know, 20 years ago, the society was very different. The economy was very different. And now we are, I think, at the beginning of a new economic cycle. It's the beginning of a new technological era with other technologies than in the past. And we are trying to cope with these technological changes. This is the so-called Industry 4.0 era. Industry 4.0 was a concept that actually was introduced by Germany in 2011 at the Hanover Fair, when they tried to promote German economy and German industry using this new concept. Since then, the concept gained traction worldwide, and these days we are talking about a whole new Industry 4.0 era. More or less, we are familiar with some technological development in this 4.0 era, because we all heard about cloud computing, Internet of Things, 3D printing, and virtual reality, augmented reality, various social network platforms. Little by little, we discovered that some of these technologies are allowing us to lower the costs, or allowing us to have more decentralized control on our operational processes. And little by little, the traditional domains experience various changes. They have to adjust to this new era. Take, for instance, the commerce. We all now are able to buy online, so we are experiencing e-commerce. Everything it's at our fingertips. We can swipe via internet and have all things in front of our eyes. For instance, when we travel towards Istanbul to be here with you, we never asked a travel agency to book our hotel. It was booking that we addressed our problem, and bingo, we have a reservation downtown here in Istanbul. I'm sure that you are familiar with other businesses that rely on these new technologies, such as Uber, such as Bolt. There are various activities in the banking domain that were challenged to transform themselves. And nowadays we are talking about fintech, and there are lots of fintech companies. And we are talking about robot process automatization. And there is actually a Romanian company that was founded here in Bucharest, in Romania, but was listed on the New York Stock Exchange market. And it's the first Romanian unicorn. Is called UiPath, and it's involved in this type of processes, automatizing the work of clerks and all these boring processes that we are doing at our desks. When we are talking about this Industry 4.0, here are the major components of this industry. And these days we are rather familiar with 3D printing. How can we use 3D printing these days? Beginning with buildings, we can build houses using this 3D technology. We can use it in order to produce new teeth in dentistry. We can use it to produce small toys for children, and so on and so on. We can use robots to do the work instead of us. We can use big data to understand the behavior of our customers, and so on and so on. Well, what are the major technological trends in 2023? A study developed by Harvard Business Review told us that not one by one these technologies will have an impact, but the sum of them. And the board, the board of the companies, the CEO and the team of the company should be aware about these cutting-edge technologies and the advantages that come with them, but also about the threats that these new technologies are bringing with them, and more. Use your IT engineers as a key resource, not as Excel spreadsheets producers. And be aware that together with opportunities, certain threats are coming. For instance, processing your data in cloud computing. It can be hacked, you know. And use wisely AI technologies. It's a huge challenge that is lying in front of us, this AI, artificial intelligence. Because, you know, and we will discuss a little bit later, it's a challenge. Will the humanity remain the same in using this artificial intelligence? Will the artificial intelligence take the lead? Who knows? In digitalization of the society, there are various aspects that we must take care of. And in European Union, they are developing an index for digitalization. And there are 4 key domains that should be put into light: the human capital, the digital infrastructure, the integration of digital technologies, and the development of digital public services. Okay. There is somebody that is speaking. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Is somebody that was asking a question or something?
Well, he was trying to show that he's here.
Okay. Good. That he's joining us. So, as you can see, we are not very bright as a state. Even if in Silicon, yes, the last place, yes. Even if in Silicon Valley, the second foreign language is Romanian.
In Silicon Valley?
Yes. Believe it or not. Yes. Yes, it's a brain drain. Yes, very good point. We have lots of people that are studying IT, but because there is a lack of entrepreneurship capital for them, they are migrating their businesses in Germany, in Europe, or in United Kingdom until Brexit, or more often they are heading United States. This was the reason why UiPath, this Romanian unicorn, migrated towards United States for obtaining financing. Well, this is a problem for us and we need to address it. Okay, it's a problem at national level, it's a problem at institutional level, it's a problem at organizational level, and it's a problem of individual level. Okay, we need to improve our IT capabilities. We as a university are developing programs in engineering, IT engineering, And also in economics, we have a program named Economic Informatics at bachelor level. And that is followed by a master program that is called Integrated Systems for Business, Integrated Informatics Systems for Business, okay? And we are trying to offer the community this help of well-trained people in this new domain. Well, when it comes to discuss about things in companies and the impact of Industry 4.0 in companies, there is something that we can observe. First, that not all the slides it's in English, sorry. But we can see that all management areas are impacted by this new type of technologies. We are talking about robots, cobots. We are talking about radio frequency ID technology. We are talking about using drones. We are talking about microcontrollers and various type of sensors. Why? Because we need to improve our efficiency in the operational processes. We need also to gather huge amount of data, to clean them and to use them and understand what our customers want, okay? And along with those problems, here comes management decisions. What type of technologies should we use and accept? And there is something very interesting these days. Students and professors discovered ChatGPT. Well, this is very interesting. We are very pleased that we can talk with this AI. How relevant will be school in the future? We will learn to tame this AI. Will this be a new job? AI tamer? Can we learn how to address smart questions to obtain smart answers? Will we use Midjourney to generate images? Or other stable diffusion, or you name it, technologies? These days, several images, fake images, circulated regarding the Pope himself, launching himself from a plane with a parachute, wearing a very fancy white, long, puffy jacket, and things like this. See? Will people believe that this is the reality? Will people believe in commercials made like this? Will the work of our colleagues that are learning to become marketers be irrelevant? These are just few questions in this regard. Or should we dissolve the human resource department because there is an AI there that is reading the CVs and is deciding which CV is the best one for the organization, and is deciding that this person should be hired and this should be fired? Who will be held responsible for such decisions? Will we allow artificial intelligence to replace us? Or we will somehow integrate this software into our work and enrich our work? These are some questions. Okay? Yes, please.
Can we limit the use of AI to make it, for example,
Why should we limit it?
because
It's a good question. Why should we limit it?
a couple of days back, all the production drivers actually went on strike. pertaining to this matter was robots, or let's just say AI programs, replacing writers.
Yes.
Major movements, for example, there was a movie called, I don't remember the name of the movie, but
Yep.
the thing was, during the production, they actually used AI, basically ChatGPT, simply write them a script for the movie.
Yes.
So they basically proposed that the use of AI be kind of restricted to some level, to some extent, so that it wouldn't actually create any sort of discrepancy in the work.
Yes, there was actually a long discussion about intellectual property rights. Okay, this is the point here, because all these AI were trained on huge sets of data, and there wasn't a discussion about the intellectual property rights. Well, and this should be a debate, a huge debate at the level of the society. Okay, we can use AI, not let the AI use us. You see, when the company Microsoft launched Word with this autocorrect in it, some professors thought that this is a way of cheating to have this incorporated in your editor. Okay, now this is common practice. So we are at the beginning of a new era, right? Yes, this is a very sensitive item, very sensitive. Yes.
Nowadays, we actually do the same thing. We translate.
Yes.
Nowadays, you needed some sort of, like scholars to basically translate them. Then you can just literally use Google Translate.
Yes.
Translate the sentences into your native language or your first language. So this is kind of actually, this is going to become a highly convertible, not convertible necessarily, but common practice amongst many, let's just say, industry experts, and let's just say, students myself.
Yes.
You can actually utilize this.
Yes, yes, yes. We should not be afraid of it. With new technologies, huge opportunities appear. There are also threats, and we highlighted them here. Okay, and we need to address them nonetheless. Okay, and with those decisions, consequences are coming. Okay, that the operational processes will become more complex. We will be able to produce goods that are more sophisticated, but we will need people with other type of expertise and skills. We will discuss a little bit later that new jobs will appear and some of actual jobs will disappear. Okay, we as professors, we will have to transform ourselves and our teaching techniques and even our evaluation techniques. It's the most complex exam, that one with all the books on the table, right? You have this team. Please produce an answer having all the materials around you. This will be the help of ChatGPT, I presume. Okay, I think you will use the help of ChatGPT to produce a script, but this is something that an AI is producing. It's having a lack of emotions. Humans are capable of having emotions, some of them. So far. Yeah. And here is a small example. In our city, one of our former students developed his own business in tourism. And he included in the concierge area an AI named Delia. Delia is a she that is a screen-generated image that is greeting the future guests, and it's the only presence there that is allowing them to enter the premises of the guest house. And Delia is instructing the tourist how to enter the guest house. And it was in the beginning something a little bit shocking. Wow. Hello. Where is the key? Hello, my name is Delia and I'm your concierge. And it was something a little bit creepy, I might say. Would you like to be in front of such screen instead of a human person, of a human being? I don't know. It's very new. It's very unusual at this time. But I am a person that is rather old. And there are young people that are trained, that are born digital natives, right? And they're always connected and they have everything on their fingers and they are very familiar with things like this because as kids, they played lots of video games, right? Okay, so traditional organizations are transforming little by little into 4.0 organizations, or they will disappear. Trust me, they will disappear if they are not able to adjust their behavior, their expectations, their strategies, and their results. Yes.
What if we become, instead of just AI,
Sorry, one more?
what if we become replacing stuff and simply replacing, like we simply evolve into another being.
Oh, cyborgs. Ooh, yeah, this is something to think about.
I'm old enough not to see those things.
Okay,
Back to you.
okay. So, of course, we will improve our human capabilities. I'm certain that we will be able to 3D print organs. Yes, it is possible. Those organs are not perfect these days, but they will be, okay? But who will want to live forever? As Freddie Mercury asked, who will want to live forever? And the show must go on, of course, with other people, perhaps, okay? So you are seeing here that on average, 23% of our workers and jobs will be replaced in a 5 years interval of time. 23. The most impacted will be media and entertainment and sports domains. The less impacted will be accommodation and food and leisure and tourism. So people be aware. Or Messi. Okay. Or do you know Haji? Do you know Haji? Okay. Yes. He's very young. And see, who wants to live forever? See, who wants to live forever? You will have no friends to talk with if you want to live forever and your friends will not want to live forever. See, there are also risks, not only benefits in living forever. Yes.
So much to tell.
Yes, of course. You will be a time traveler. Okay. So I found something that was just released. about new jobs and lost jobs. You see, here are the jobs of the future in the left panel, and on the right panels are the actual jobs that will disappear little by little. Okay.
I saw the motion higher education teachers. What will happen to them?
Oh boy, it's in small caps. Let me see. It's very little, but I will put the presentation for you. And actually, there is a report released by World Economic Forum, okay, this year, okay, and I found it very interesting because we as educators should be prepared for this transformation, because we need to train future specialists, okay, and make them stay relevant, right? Hopefully. Or maybe an AI will replace us all, okay? And I will send my hologram to the courses. Okay, so organizations 4.0. What's so different in being a 4.0 organization? As you can see, McKinsey developed a study in this regard, and this organization said that there are actually 6 sets of behavior practices that 4.0 organizations are making different. They have this preoccupation for talent hunting and for a new type of leadership. Believe me, yes. I discussed with a young person that is telling me, look, I'm working from Romania. My boss, my direct manager, is a German resident, and he is living in Germany. And our team is spread all around Europe. And we are using Slack to coordinate our work on a daily basis. And we are having online meetings. And think about being a manager of a team that is spread all around Europe. Thankfully, there are not so many differences in their working hours, but still. And the mother company is located in the US, and they have branches not only in Romania and in Ireland, for instance, and in Germany, but also in China and in India. So they have to work together. They have to headhunt for the best specialists to stay relevant worldwide. They are involved in developing new AI software and software for cybersecurity. Okay, and they need to stay relevant worldwide. They have a specific AI strategy that is incorporated in their global strategy. All these 4.0 organizations. They are training their people how to use AI, and they are establishing limits and responsibilities in using AI. Okay, somebody is held responsible for using that program and for developing a certain AI. Okay, so maybe now I am answering your concern. Okay, they have a very specific way of working. They are innovating and they are experimenting. They are using their AI to simulate various contexts and to obtain results, and they are putting those results on the market and gathering feedback from various sources, and they are combining those sources and developing new products. Okay, they are using the so-called data management, okay, big data management. So an organization that is a 4.0 organization is a smart organization, is a sustainable organization, it's digitized, and is customer oriented. And being like this is able to combine two strategies that once were strategies of mutual exclusive strategies. Now they are able to combine them. Strong differentiation from competitors, and they are able to work with low operational costs because they are using those new technologies. And let me offer you an example, something that these days is very common. Buying online, right? E-commerce organizations. We all have our mobile phones in our hands. We are the kings of this domain, right? We decide to enter a certain website or not, depending on the attractivity of this website. Some companies designed their websites only for laptops. Some were smarter and designed them also for mobile devices, okay? Yes, it's a huge difference. And we developed a study, me with my colleagues, to see how the customer journey was developed when the customer was using the laptop versus when the customer was using the mobile phone, okay? And you can see here that there is a different business model. Why? Because it involves new resources, such as mobile phones, such as GPS, such as payment processing, such as robots that are used into the warehouse, okay? I'm placing an order, click, 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 click. I'm putting the goods into a virtual cart, and this virtual cart is loaded, and then they are asking me for my credit or debit card. And there is another organization involved here, a key partner organization, that is verifying the data on my credit card. Do you have enough money? Is this your credit card? And so on and so on, okay? And after this checking, the order is processed, okay? And in the warehouse, some small robots will gather all the goods and pack them and put them into a truck. And the driver will receive the address from the database of this company. So another key partner, a company that possess cars, and the driver will be equipped with a GPS, and he will be able to deliver the goods to the specific address, right? So 10 years ago, it was something rather unusual. These days, oh boy, even the food is delivered into my apartment just like this. My son is a fan of this type of buying food. Yes, I'm sure. And other people your age, okay? And this is a release, a relief for me. He is fed, at least. Okay? I don't have to be concerned about, oh my God, my boy, it's not in my town. What is he eating these days? Okay. Thank Glovo or Taz or what the name is, right? What's, by the way, what's the name of the local company here that is delivering food to your door?
But we have others.
Okay, okay. So it's common business these days, right? See?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Following the sanitary crisis, new opportunity arrived, right? See? Why should we be afraid of paying with our credit card or debit card? Yes, of course, it could be hacked. See? With great opportunities, great threats are coming. And other companies will have a job here, protecting our data. See? See? Okay. So a book that was translated into Romanian in 2022, Digital Transformation, a very interesting book, and I will recommend you this book. The author is Mr. Rogers. Said that, look, there are 5 key interest areas in the digital transformation of our organizations into 4.0 organizations. Be aware about your customers. They are digitalized. They are connected. You can capitalize on their network. Invite them to participate into your business. Okay? Co-create your business with them and make them share their experience with their network. Okay? And their friends will come and experiment your products as well. Are you doing something like this with your friends? More or less.
I'm not a huge fan of sharing with my friends applications, but I see a lot of people do the same. That's kind of create some sort of ecosystem around the application.
Of course. And are you offering those comments online that is allowing the organization to be ranked among others, right? How are they called? Not surveillance. You are reviews. Okay. Yes. Everybody is offering their opinion online regarding the service or the premises or something related to a certain organization. When you are using Booking, Booking is asking you to give a note, to offer. Oh,
But there are some competitors.
there are some competitors. You are using, I'm assuming, TripAdvisor or something. Or there are other sites, okay?
For the restaurants.
Yeah, okay. When you are dining in a restaurant, okay? Which one is the best one? I don't know, I don't know. Let's rely on what our friends are telling us, right? And we are involved in a world that is highly competitive. Well, sometimes we are competitors, other times we are working together in the so-called co-opetition, right? Rather than fighting with each other, it's better to work together, okay? Rather than seeing Booking as a competitor, you can see it as a partner for your business. Don't forget about the huge amount of data that is surrounding us. Everywhere there is data that is waiting to be gathered and used, okay? Believe me or not, we are walking data. And Facebook, for instance, took advantage of this. Now this is common practice. And in European Union, they are protecting us from the greediness of some huge organizations using the GDPR protocol. In order to stay relevant, you must be very innovative and listen to your customers and work together with them in creating new products, new services, new businesses to create more value. Okay. If you want to stay relevant, as an university, you must stay relevant and listen to your students. They are very different from students 10 years ago. Yes, of course. They have little attention. in front of you. Yes, 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 yes. They are always connected, and you are competing with the internet for their attention, okay? Use the internet. Be there in their world in order to create value with them, okay? Well, are we on the way of becoming cyborgs?
Yes.
Yes. I must disappoint you. We will still be humans, okay? Because we need to remain persons with emotions. Even if our body will be healthier than in the past, because we can afford this, remember that we are living perhaps 30 years longer than our parents. Yes, you will live at least 30 years longer than I will. I will hope to live 80, 85 years. And perhaps you will surpass 100 in good health, which is marvelous. But you will still need connection with people. Yes, we are gregarious persons and we love to gather. Those 2 years of online school demonstrated how important it is for us to chat face to face rather than stay online. Okay, I miss my students. I really missed my students. It was a horrible time to stay online and not being able to see their faces and collect their emotions. Only with, at least in Romania, only with a certificate that was written and where you should note where were you going and what's the purpose. And you see, there were hilarious things. In the rural areas, people need to go together with their cows to give them water from the river. And the police said, "Where are you going? You should stay in your own homes." And they said, "Look, I'm going to the river to give my cow some water. Where's your certificate?" My goodness, I do not have a printer. Okay, so this, okay, and they imagine something. Look, I walk with my pet. This was an activity that was allowed to walk your pet, your cat, your dog, or why not your cow? So, problem solved. You see, this is human imagination and humor. Okay, ask ChatGPT to tell you a joke in Turkish. Ask it, and you will see. If
I'm not allowed to say a joke, right?
no, no, yes, they will tell you a joke. I experienced something like this in Romania. Something, is this a joke? Is this what you can do? Make me laugh? So we will improve our physical condition. We will improve our mental condition, but we still need emotions in the future. Okay. And well, Industry 4.0 is in front of us. We need to preserve the world for future generations and not allow AI to decide what's the best for us. We shall decide what's the best for us. You see, wild animals don't know what an AI is, and we still need to go outside and enjoy a trip in the mountains or at the seaside and feel like being humans, you know. So thank you, people, for offering you your attention from me. Thank you. Well, And thank you for your interest.
So thank you so much, Professor Silvia. Yes. And so today we had a very fruitful and efficient global lecture series sessions. So we had guests from Romania. So I would like to thank Professor Ana and Professor Silvia for their valuable contributions. So, and that's all. Do we have any questions? Because we have also online participants as well. And we are going to be very happy to hear their questions if they have any questions. Thank you so much for your participation and your existence and support for us. So I think we don't have any questions from the online participants as well. So I would like to thank you again for being with us, visiting us here in Istanbul. And for the following global lecture series sessions, I hope we are going to have other interesting topics as well. So thank you so much and hope to see you very soon. Take care of yourself.